day 185 of the cut, and I don't know if this is just me being a pansy right now, but I don't think I've ever felt a diet this hard. What's funny about that thought starting to creep in is like the exact moment it started to creep, diet actually got a little bit more fun. Because it's like, obviously we're not shredded yet. There definitely is more room to pull off. But the fact that like I don't know how much harder I want to push has me excited to find out how much more push there is left. And a little bit similar to bench, like that first set moved a hell of a lot better than I was expecting with how I felt walking to the gym. And somebody in the comments might be thinking that if I am feeling this shitty, like it probably means that the diet isn't all that sustainable, right? Well, no freaking shit, it's not sustainable right now. It's not supposed to be. It doesn't need to be. What it needs to be is low enough that I can get lean enough so that we can build into something better and more sustainable for the next meet prep. So, name of the game right now is still sucking it up to finish this out. I'm very okay with how that moved. Was a little bit worried that the extra GHR sit-ups I've been doing after cardio would make the brace feel a little bit rougher today, but it actually feels like the GHR sit-ups are doing exactly what I need them to do, because this feels so much more solid than it has last couple weeks. So yeah, it's like if something is feeling like it's getting overtaxed and over-fatigued because it is too weak, the answer isn't to avoid it. The answer is to get the thing to do more work so it can start to catch up. So we're gonna continue smashing the extra ab work. Anyways, work set number 1 here at 445. Yeah, it's feeling pretty freaking connected. And if you're wondering why the 2 mats were pulled out on the front side, well, Tyler's on the team program and Andy's running block pulls this week. Because if we just pull the 2 mats where his feet go out and roll the bar forward, makes a block pull for him, but a pull from the floor for me. So easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Looks good for my peripheral vision. He's not supposed to be clanking super hard today, but we at least got a couple more jumps in there for him. And like, it is weird though, because it's moving super well, but I can tell that I am feeling like that pretty damn low. So I guess it just means we gotta wake our little behinds up for work set 2 at 475, if I did the math right. I don't think Tyler's gonna make this big of a jump for his next work set, so it makes more sense to stack change the top of the yellow versus having to slap the blue on. Take whatever plates you want.
No, I know, I was just doing that.
You know what I think you should do?
That's what I was gonna go.
Yeah, put one of those on each side, yeah.
That's what I was like. I know I'm gonna get yelled at.
Who's gonna yell at you?
Usually D or Niana. So.
Well, I don't think we're here.
I know, so you guys
they can eat a bag of baby dicks.
Yeah, we're the fun parents.
fun ones.
Yeah. Anyways, another 5 here. Gonna try to set the tone for that top set. Also, I have no freaking clue how tight to put my belt right now, which is kind of a little bit unnerving, but I just gotta kind of pick a hole and then stop thinking and it'll work good enough. That's what she said. And what I need to do for this one is a little bit harder Latin, because I was missing a hair on the second set, or the first work set, I guess. Second set with the belt on, so my brain's, I don't know, dieting too hard right now, can't think or talk.
Relax. Big squeeze.
Yeah, cannot believe how good that is actually moving today. And giving him a little deload this week, so we'll see how this guy moves, then make a call on if we're going up or not. Big toes. Yeah. Good. Yeah, we got a jump for sure. That's very clean. Anyways, top set here at 505, and with how I'm feeling, don't think I'm gonna go super deep into the optional bonus reps. So just gonna try to smash the shit of it and then save room to crank accessories. But we are going to get the fun music out to help with that whole smashing it thing.
Hold lats. Big lat squeeze. Roll in.
Felt adequately smashed. Anyway, Tyler's going for his work set. Let's go. Good. Big toes. Hell yeah. Yeah. And that toe pressure cue is to make sure that he's got weight on the front of his foot so he can actually use his quads to drive his way through that mid-range. And for those accessories that we're going to push, starting off with some stiff legs for fours, plan here is going to be pretty much the exact same as the bench accessories, where this week, being week 1 of the wave, gonna work up to that hard set of 4 and then make the goal to progress reps over the coming weeks. We're going up. Figuring with the fours, we'll be a little bit brave and go straight to 445. And last one I was talking about with where the stiff legs were last week, like realistically, I gotta get another 150 pounds back on these to be in PR territory for deadlifts. So we're gonna keep slowly and steadily chipping away. I think we're going to be stupid to take another jump because deadlift strength isn't going to build itself. Watch the tape back, and based on how the 445 looked, 465 probably looks a little bit conservative, but based on how it felt, didn't feel all that easy, so we're going to wake up here. Felt actually a little bit better than the last one, but that's probably enough for week 1. And I don't know if you guys remember the vlog a few weeks ago when I first brought the stiff legs back, but it felt like 375 was going to kill me. So very, very happy to see that climb. And on that, something I get asked all the time in the Instagram AMAs is what is the best deadlift accessory? And I don't know what your pull looks like. I don't know what your pull needs, so I got to give a general answer. But I haven't met a lifter where if we drive up their conventional stiff leg deadlift, especially if we allow a little bit of upper back rounding, that it doesn't make the competition pull stronger, whether they are sumo or conventional. Now, on that note, if you don't know what you need to be doing to build your deadlift or your squat or your bench, like what secondaries you should be putting in the program, what accessories you need to be focusing on to bring up the weak points as well as build skill, and what cues you need to be thinking about when you are training, hit the link below, join the team, because I want to be able to give you individualized coaching so that you know exactly what you need to be doing to get better. And it's like the whole reason I'm doing everything that I am right now is I absolutely love helping lifters figure their stuff out so that they can get better. And the coolest part about the team for me is because of how it's set up, it's letting us give such a high level of coaching at a rate that everybody can afford. So if you want to get better, hit the link below and sign up. Anyways, now time for us to build the second half of our deadlift, or I guess the first half, because this is more the leg drive part of it, but we're going to jam out on some quaddy pit shark squats. And I know I kind of am the anti-belt squat for quads guy, but the thing about the pit shark is that it makes it so much easier to touch quads than say like one of those cable belt squats or the Wenning belt squat. So I definitely am a fan of this thing for this intent. And for me here, running same kind of protocol as the other stuff, so gonna work up to a decent set of 4 and then aim to progress it over the coming weeks. Feels pretty damn good, which is kind of surprising considering that I did run this pretty hard on Saturday, but the reason I'm moving it to this slot is I want to put another barbell squat in on the Saturday just so we can get some more squat pattern touch in. So straight to 7 it is. And plan here is to set the tone well enough that we can be aggressive for a big jump next. I think we might have to go straight to 9. The leverage on this machine is pretty easy, FYI, so 9 isn't going to be that impressive. Let's go.
Nice and tight. Easy.
Yeah, that was appropriate effort for week 1. I think the worst part about deciding to run this accessory progression is I'm now getting a little bit nervous about having to beat all this bullshit on week 2 and week 3. And the plan I had was to run split squat next, but that SSB Smith machine thingy is currently occupied. And we got to do this guy anyways, so might as well just do it, you know? Starting out 4 plates in the band, already pretty warm, so hopefully doesn't feel like balls. Yeah, we are going up. Okay, 5 plates, big crank, and like the hope with this lower rep accessory type protocol is that because it's exposing me to some bigger weights here, like hopefully I get better at moving bigger weights in the mains here shortly. We gotta go up again. Being a little bit ambitious here and going for 6, but since there's only plates on the one side, like technically, math-wise, it's similar to a quarter jump, so should be fine. Let's go. Definitely would have died on the next rep, so we are not going up again. I'm out. Thing's so gnarly. And yeah, we're bringing in an extra unilateral slot this week because I think I should be able to handle it with a bit of volume reduction with the other accessory loading protocol. And I'm not entirely sure if this will work because I'm not running Bulgarian here. I'm going to try to make it kind of ATG. I don't know if the machine will have like enough travel to do it. Oh no, that's going to be, oh, maybe scoot a little bit forward. Oh, this is going to be phenomenal. Am stoked. And kind of like I was saying in the patellar tendinopathy reel, like this may not be the best movement strength curve wise for quad growth, but like that's what the pit shark's for. That's what the high bars are going to be for that we're going to run on Saturday. But what this guy's really good for is making that knee feel really nice and juicy in deep flexion. Figure we can go plate for set 1. And I think if I had to make a decision on what my favorite piece of equipment is here, even with all the crazy shit, like this guy's going to be pretty damn close to the top of that list. Plate's nasty, FYI. Glad I brought this in because we really need to do a better job of making it less weak. I really hate how not good that is right now. Like last time I pushed these hard with an SSB, 2 plates pretty damn doable, 2 1/4 very hard, so it is quite humbling to be only using a plate on this thing, but I mean, like, that's why we brought it back in. But it's not going to get better unless we do something about it, so set number 2 here. Okay, righty. Which is the quad that I had the tears on previously, so right kind of does suck into unilateral, so we're going to do our best to not make it terrible. Bad, oh freaking bad. I'm very excited to start making it less terrible. And like the reason I like these so much is that big forward knee travel feels very similarly to how I want to catch the bottom of my squat. And if I can get better at catching it here, well, I get better at catching it on the comp squat. And it's looking right now like the row machine that I absolutely love has like a giant ass line of people waiting to use it. So I'm gonna swap shoes, hit GHOs first, and then see if it's open. Because we're in the process of trying to be less of a pansy here, gonna go a little bit more aggressive on the band tension. Okay, not being a pansy time. And yes, that freaking sucked, but I think it sucked appropriately for what we're trying to accomplish. So, round 2. So freaking terrible, but it's another thing that I'm just excited to make less terrible as we keep doing it. And we do gotta come back here to finish up with the GHO sit-ups, but before we do that, we gotta go and jam on some bent over 2-arm dumbbell rows, because I realized that if I want to be strong again, I should probably quit being a pansy with my upper back work. We can go up for the sake of not being a pansy. And 140s might be a little bit ambitious here, but, you know, ain't gonna get stronger if we don't try, so 6 rep target. I forgot to do number 6 apparently. But I mean, we do have the next 2 weeks to build that up, so we'll build that up. And because that was a little bit on the ambitious side, we'll go 120s for a higher quality down. I have clearly been a pansy for too long with my upper back work because that kind of sucked. But we will make it better though, so not too worried. Anyways, we are back over here for some GHR sit-ups. Cute little kettlebell has been acquired, and the plan is to try to run these the same way that I did with Tyler on Saturday, with a little bit of loading and not die. So wish me luck. Scoot up a hair. That hang back is frightening with the weight. Oh, the bottom end is so gross. That's what she said. Literally feels like where my abs ripped off is going to rip off again, so I think we're going to ditch the kettlebell and finish the set out. Oh, that's pathetic. Is better than Saturday, though. So the extra touching is absolutely working. It's just that we need a lot more extra touching. Did another set there. Didn't film it because, well, dying at this point. But you know what? I think if I had to pick one, I would way rather take feeling absolutely useless through the work day and just having to trudge through it to get the job done, and then showing up at the gym and like gradually waking up as I warm up so I can actually bring it pretty hard. Like, that's going to be way better than the opposite. Like, if I felt great during the day, then felt like I was going to die during training, I would be so much more pissed off than I am right now. So definitely okay with it. Today was the check-in day with Justin, so thinking we might be pulling more food out based on what he was saying last week, so not super excited about that. But you know what? We just got to keep doing what we've been doing, which is seeing how good we can do with it. And like I was saying at the beginning, so much of me, like when I'm trying to work right now and like the brain's fading and like it's just so hard to think, I don't know if I can do this much longer, but the fact that I am doing it is proof that I can at least keep going for another minute. And if I can keep going for another minute, if I can keep trudging through, then I can keep going for another 5 minutes. If I can keep going for another 10 minutes, I can, you know, so on and so forth, extrapolate up. Like I know that I can do this. I just got to stick it out. And I know I probably do sound really soft right now because I still am pretty damn fat, but I still haven't, like, I've never had food this low for this long in my entire life. And it is tough, but just because it's hard doesn't mean that I can't do it. And with how things are looking right now, I might like put the morning picture of me today up on the screen right here. But with how it's looking right now, like, I'm excited to keep chugging in because it's probably going to start looking pretty cool pretty damn soon. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Have a good rest of your night, and I will see you in the team.